So we're talking about the birthing season this year, 2022. I don't know how many goats we had before.
I think we're somewhere in the neck of, what was it, 14? Is there 14 moms? I thought that that we had 14 moms because we had a lot of doubles, a lot of triples.
Yeah, we had 3 goats give triplets, right? We had Stella.
Bacon.
Bacon had triplets, and
And
then Odessa.
Odie just
Odessa
gave triplets.
Yeah. So Bacon had triplets, yeah.
Yeah.
2 were in the barn, and then we found 1 out in the pasture. Snow's chewing on our cord, so.
Yeah, disregard that.
So who else? So Odie had the triplets.
Odie had triplets.
Which just happened 2 days ago. And I'm gonna put her back. And all right. We've been breeding with a La Mancha buck for years since we started doing this in 2018.
18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Right?
4 years?
Yeah, because we got the goats in 2018, then we got that fall, and we must have gotten...
No, it had to have been 2019. It's 2019 when we started our
This
goats.
is our 3rd birthing season, though. So this is our 4th year.
Oh, wow. Okay, shows where I know.
What were we talking about before that? So we've always had a La Mancha buck. So we've always had babies with little ears. And so this year we bred a couple goats to our Alpine Kiko mix.
And then we had a boar.
Son and boar.
Son and boar.
Yeah. And so Odessa, who is a mini La Mancha, we bred to the Son and boar. And we were really surprised because one had little ears and the other 2 had long ears.
Never happened before.
No.
Never happened.
No. And
that was really cool.
Anyway, so then who else had triplets? Oh, Stella.
Stella, because we had to take care of the 2 girls.
So 2 of those were bottle babies.
This has been a crazy breeding season.
It has. It's been the most exciting one.
Yeah, a lot better than last year. Past 2 years having to pull with Oreo every single time.
Yeah, which is why Oreo's no longer breeding.
She's now,
a goat yoga goat.
She's She's graduated from the breeding herd.
You want to see Oreo? She's gonna be over at the lodge at Water's Edge.
The lodge at Water's Edge. Yep.
Yeah, with Gwen. Yeah,
Gwen.
So she'll be doing goat yoga over there. So good for Oreo. She's retired and she's a thick girl. She likes to eat.
Yep.
She's a sweetheart, blue eyes.
Yep. Big baby.
Yeah, she is. So no more breeding Oreo. And Oreo is the only one that gave us triplets last year.
Yep.
And
every single time she gave triplets, and every single time she had problems.
Yeah. So we're glad we're done with that, I guess.
Yeah. But the girls that gave triplets this year, though, there was no issues.
Right.
Aside from Stella just, not.
But it wasn't that she couldn't produce enough milk.
Right.
It was just she was a first-time mom and she freaked out.
Well, and both those 2 looked very premature almost.
They did.
Because they were like, their legs were as small as toothpicks, and
they were tiny.
It was a long road getting them back to health, and we're still. Hey, look. No, that's not snow.
Somebody else.
I thought that was snow saying hi.
I think Pepper's kid.
Yeah.
That's another thing. So we had enough goats that looked very similar this year. It's starting to get hard to tell who's who.
The naming is like a lot of the babies. I have no idea who they are.
I do. I think I do. Most of them. Bacon's 2 babies. We still have names. She has 2 girls. I think it was supposed to be Bianca and Bubbles.
Bubbles.
It's supposed to be a B name.
What do you guys think? You should tell us the name that you guys think.
Give us a comment down below.
Drop it.
A B name for Bacon's kids. And Odessa, we're still working on Odessa's babies too.
We have.
She has 2
so
O's.
we need O names. O names. Anything you guys can come up with.
Yeah.
We're drawing blanks here.
Yeah. Well, because we're running out of ideas.
Yeah. Yep.
And we don't really have a theme. The only thing we do is name our kids with the same first letter
as the mothers.
As their mother or their dam is another word for that. Just so you know, if we ever use the word dam, it's the mother of the baby goats. So we need some of those.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what else? Let's see if there's any other good birthing stories. We had our triplets.
we had the sad story with Lena.
Oh yeah, I kind
of. Lena did have our first miscarriage this year.
Yeah, she was like 3 months along.
Give or take.
Goat's gestation is 5 months, and it is. I think what was happening. I think Lena had a zinc deficiency, and she couldn't sustain the pregnancy, and she dispelled it. But she was still lactating from Luna from last year.
Yeah.
And so Lena's still in milking.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Which she's going to be coming off soon.
She will be.
That is how we've been feeding some of the babies here that we've been...
The bottle babies.
The bottle babies.
Yeah, Grandma Lena's been feeding bottle babies. And they'll be off bottles, and I think they're 8 or 9 weeks now. So at 12 weeks, they'll be off the bottle.
So 3 more weeks.
And then Lena can be dried off because she's kind of over it.
Yeah.
I feel like
she's
you can
not.
tell.
Yeah, she's not willing to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to think she has been nonstop milked for almost a year.
Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's a long cycle for a goat. So the birthing season was kicked off with Honey and Maple.
Yep.
They were the first 2 to give birth. I thought Stella would give birth first, and then she ended up. I thought maybe she wasn't even pregnant. And I moved her back over here because she was isolated with those 2.
Yep.
Moved her back over here, then suddenly, we went bowling with the kids. We came home, and I thought I was gonna have a peaceful night because he took the kids out to the barn to do the goat chores.
And I told Ken, hey, better go get mommy. We got babies coming.
Yeah, she was ready to give birth. And then we were in the barn for hours. I mean, it wasn't until like midnight she actually gave birth. And then until 2 in the morning, we were trying to resuscitate the bottle babies that we have now, which we successfully did, thankfully.
Yep, it all worked out well. So that's the last generation of Woody that's going to be on the farm.
You're really making my brain work.
I know. I know.
Woody was our La Mancha buck.
Yeah.
So
he's the one. He's the one who started the herd.
The herd. So. Yeah, he was our herd starter.
Yep.
So yeah, you're right. All of Woody's offspring have been born at this point.
Yep.
So from here on out, we will be breeding Woody's offspring with new bucks.
Exactly. So you don't get the bloodlines too close, or
that really would saturate the genetics.
Right.
With Woody, we used him for years.
Yeah.
So Woody went to a new farm.
Yep.
And he's making magic happen over there. So I was having a meeting with some people from the USDA, the NRCS people. For hopefully we're going to get our grant this year. And they wanted to see the goats, so I bring them over to show them the goats. And Coco, literally had just dropped a baby. Coco's a Nubian.
Yeah.
I feel like we should get Cupcake. Do you want to see if you can get her?
Yeah, I'll
She's
get
cute.
Cupcake.
So she's just as crazy.
She's just as crazy as her mom. She's a cutie, though. That's why we love her so much.
Yeah, so she's kind of funny looking because she's part Nubian. Hey, it's okay. And part Alpine. So she's got these long Nubian ears, but they don't hang down. They
stick straight out like an Alpine's would.
Oh my gosh.
But she's not really handled that often, so she's kind of like a little bit on the wild side still.
Yeah. Well, and her mom is just kind of crazy. If you guys are familiar with Nubians at all, they're a little crazy. So she's got the crazy gene in her.
Yeah,
but
a little bit of the crazy,
she's beautiful. Beautiful. I'll have to see if I can find a picture of her from when she was born.
Huh. That's my little baby girl. Huh, Cupcake.
So this is Cupcake. She's not little anymore. She's getting to be a big goat.
Okay, so we can get into our other sawnins that we had. Anna,
Sky
and Belle.
Yeah.
They did really well this year, actually.
They did, and I was so worried about them. I thought that they, their due date had passed and that they were, ill, something was wrong. And I talked to a local goat farmer, and she was going to bring her ultrasound machine over. So I'm like, okay, I got to get home and check on things. And I came in, and they were like,
already.
Who went it to? It was Sky and Belle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because Anna gave last.
Because she had twins. They were actively giving birth side by side.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was like, well.
Just no problems. Right out. Everything went well.
And I think that's pretty typical in birthing season as the keeper. You always feel like I've got to get involved. Something's not right. Something's not right. And nature knows what it's doing. So it's hard to keep your hands out of the game. But. And so that's it. So that was our breeding season, spring 2022. Breeding season starts in August.
August, yep. July,
August.
late July, early August, whenever they start showing signs.
Yep. Our bucks will be ready. We'll have to see how our one buck does this year. His name is Bangs. He was...
And you guys want a buck? He's available.
He was not very good. He successfully bred for us, but he is very rambunctious.
He's high strung.
He jumps the fences. How high is the fence?
The fence out here, I think, is about 4'6", and he bunny hops right over it, like it's not even there.
So we have a special shed that he has to go in while he's in his.
He gets quarantined, if you would.
So we'll see how he does this year as far as his behavior goes. And we have to keep an eye on his kids to see how their behavior is, because if they end up being that way,
behavioral traits, that's a no-no.
Yeah, even though he has really good body style.
Yeah.
But okay, so yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for coming.
Bye.